Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. You're here with one of the hosts, AJ, of this Satoshi Society channel. And today I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview of what is going on within the crypto market and take a little look within the charts. So stay tuned for that. So first of all, I just want to give you a little look at what's going on and what's been going on this week within the crypto market. So as we can see, looking at coin market cap, we can see that Bitcoin is up 10% this week. Now, taking a look at the dominance, we can see that the dominance is getting a pretty major rejection from this resistance level up here. Now you can see lots of resistance previously along this level, and we are getting that initial rejection, and we are seeing that pullback. And I have mentioned in previous streams that if we do see a rejection here, I am expecting to see the Bitcoin dominance come all the way back down to this major support level here. As you can see, lots of support on the Bitcoin dominance at this level. And when we do get to that level there, I do also anticipate some other stuff that I'll get onto in a moment. But we can see this, within the crypto market. Ethereum has pumped almost 20% over this last week. BNB is up 16%, XRP is up 17%, and Solana is up a massive 35% this week. Dogecoin as well is up 23%. So, we can see this. We can see that, the whole crypto market in general is having a little, relief rally. And I have been expecting this slight relief rally because, if we're taking a look at the bigger time frames on the Bitcoin charts, you can see that we are incredibly oversold at this moment in time. So for me, a little relief rally is something we need. Now, whether that relief rally takes us to 25,000 or 30,000, that's what I'm going to be sort of going over and seeing what I think is going to be happening, in the sort of short to mid term. So yeah, as I said, the indicators are telling us that we are incredibly oversold. You can see on the RSI, we are very oversold, and the stochastic RSI very oversold. So I am expecting a slight relief rally in the short to medium term. Now, if we have a look at this chart, which I showed you yesterday, I did tell you that we were finding nice support along the bottom of this channel. Now, this channel, I personally think, is going to be very important in the next coming weeks, and to be honest with you, for the rest of this year, because I do think that there is a little bit more downside for Bitcoin, but I don't think that Bitcoin is going to break below the support at this channel. We have had, well, as of right now, we're finding nice support along this level. Previously, we have found support once we did break above it, and before that, we did use it as resistance. So this is a very key level that I'm looking at as of right now. Also, on the daily chart, we're taking a look at this green line as well. Perfectly, this line has been respected. So if we have a look previously, resistance, when we broke above it, we found lots of support along this level. And as of right now, we are finding some nice support along this level as of right now. And we have respected this downwards trending trend line on the daily chart, perfectly. So I do think that even if we do go down a little lower, I do think Bitcoin is going to continue to respect this green line and even this blue line on the weekly chart. So we could get a wick down below the blue support level here and hit that green line on the daily chart, and then see a nice bounce. And, on the weekly chart, it would just be a little wick. But I do expect us to continue to hold this level. So I will be keeping you updated on this chart sort of as the weeks and the months go on. But the main topic today is sort of, do I see the price going to 25, 30,000 in the shorter term? And personally, I think 25,000 is a very realistic target. 14,000 on the way. Yes, my target is around $15,500. I will show you that in a moment. But for me, in sort of the shorter medium term, I do think a relief rally to 25,000 is very realistic, but also 30,000 is a pretty realistic target as well. Now, the reason I think 20,000 for starters is because the sort of the mid range for this downwards trending channel, is sort of sitting around the around that $25,000 level, and this level is a very key level, because when we do sort of enter that mid range of these of this channel, we do see consolidation. So previously, when we tested this mid range, we have consolidated again. Lots more consolidation here, and even just before we saw the previous dump, we had slight consolidation along this level as well. So if we can get a nice bounce this week, we do have 1 day and 12 hours left of this weekly candle. If we can get a nice bounce off of this level, I do anticipate, that 25 to 26,000 is a pretty realistic target for us to get to. 30,000 is another story. I think 30,000 is another realistic target. Let's have a look at this chart. It is a little bit messy. There's a lot of trend lines here, but what I'm mainly focusing on is this previous major support level, this blue box here. If I zoom in a little bit to the daily, we can see it a bit clearer. So previously, before we actually broke below this level, we used this this support level as major support. So you can see we broke above this level, came back down and tested that level, found perfect support. May, June, July 2021, we found perfect support along that level as well. And then before we saw the break below this level, there was lots of consolidation at this level. It was taking a lot for Bitcoin to actually break below this level, which is a good sign. But when we get back above it, because it shows us that this is very, very strong support. But as of right now, this is going to act as resistance. Now, because we are so very, very oversold on all of the indicators, I've told you already, I think that is that's enough. Well, it's enough indication to me that we are going to have a relief rally in that shorter term. Now, that 30K level, because it has been, previous support, it's going to act as very, very strong resistance. And for the indicators to reset, if I just bring up the indicators, we are at the bottom of every single indicator. So we do need to have a fair bit of price action towards the upside for these indicators to sort of reset back at the top before we could see some more downside. So I think, there is a potential that we could come all the way back up to this 30K level, use it as very, very strong resistance. And from there, we could then see that rejection, which, I'm anticipating more downside. $15,500 is sort of where I expect the price to go. So I think if we do come up to this level, that most likely we will see a rejection from this level, bringing us down to those lower targets that I do have. Taking a quick look at Ethereum. Ethereum is above the resistance level that I did mention in yesterday's video. Just quickly, I don't think I showed you this. Yeah, so quickly on the Bitcoin chart, I forgot to show you this actually. I did mention that we did break above this triangle pattern here. I told you that I wasn't going to act on this breakout because we weren't getting enough volume, and the indicators were very, very overbought. So I didn't anticipate, a major move for here, which is why I did not act on this. And I did talk about this resistance level here, this white line that you can see that goes through here. I have added this resistance box here as well, because it has been previous resistance. And it sort of gives us a bit of a broader range, because we have had a slight break above this level. But again, there just wasn't enough volume for me to be happy that this was a realistic break towards the upside, and that is why we are getting that rejection as of right now. So because we're getting that rejection right now, that for me, that's good news in the shorter term, because we can reset those indicators, become oversold again, and then we can start seeing the price increase again. But for me, we do need to have that slight pullback. That pullback could take us back to this previous resistance level here, which is now going to act as support. Hopefully we can hold this level here, because if we can hold this level here, then and hold that $20,000 level, then I think there's just more probability that we are going to come back up, test this resistance level, and then finally break that resistance level, use that as support, and then come and test this bigger resistance level that I do have up here, which sits around $22,800. If we can break above that, then that's when we're going to be talking about sort of 25,000 and then 30,000. I've already told you that 30,000 is a very, very strong resistance level. I think it's pretty realistic if we do come up to that resistance level. I know that someone has said, what if we break the 30K and retest? If we break above the 30K and retest and we bounce off of that level, then without a doubt, I think, then we can start talking about maybe that 40K level, that 47K level. But for me personally, I don't think that we are going to break that level if we were to come up to that level. I will show you why quickly. The reason I think that is because, first of all, the CVDD. The CVDD is this pink line at the very bottom here. And previously, the CVDD has predicted every single bear market bottom. So back in 2011, it predicted the bottom perfectly. Back in 2015, again, predicted the bottom perfectly. And in 2018, predicted the bottom perfectly. The COVID dump, we did come very close to that level. Unfortunately, we didn't hit that level, but that is expected because realistically, it wasn't a bear market. That was just sort of a very catalytic global event that caused that. It wasn't actually a bear market. And previously, every single bear market, we have come down and tested the CVDD. Currently, the CVDD, if I zoom in slightly, to give you a bit of a better understanding, is sat at just under $15,500. So roughly $15,500 is where I believe the bottom is going to be for Bitcoin. This can vary slightly. I know when I first showed you, it was sat at $15,300. So, it does vary slightly. But initially, around that area, $15,500 is the target for me. Another reason why I don't think if we were to come up to that $30,000 level, we would break it, is because I still don't think we have hit that bottom. And this pi cycle bottom indicator also indicates that to me. I did show you this yesterday, so I'll just go over it quickly. So the red line is the 150 EMA and the blue line is the 471 SMA smooth moving average. And previously, back in the 2015 bear market, as you can see here, it predicted the bottom when we flipped. When the blue line went on top of the red line, that's when the bottom, was established. And then we consolidated before we then flipped again, where the red line, the EMA, flipped bullish on top of the SMA, the smooth moving average. And then that's when we saw that massive, massive bull market. Again in 2019, when we got that cross, we established the bottom. And we had consolidation when the SMA was above the EMA. Then when that crossed again, that signaled the bull market again, and took us again to all-time highs. As of right now, we are very close to flipping, but we are not flipping as of yet. So this is why I also think that there is still some more downside for Bitcoin and sort of the whole general crypto market. When this does flip, that is when I am going to say that we are in that bottom. Then we can have that consolidation period, which is a very, very good accumulation period for us. That's when we have already started. If you've watched our bear market portfolio strategy, you know that we have already started to dollar cost average in. I know that the 20,000 buy order was hit, the 19,000 was hit, and the 18,000 was hit. The 17,000 was just missed, but we also have the $17,000 buy order, $16,000 buy order, and the $15,500 buy order. So when we do find that bottom, I do think we're going to consolidate, and that is, the perfect time to be getting in. But then once we get that flip again of the SMA and the EMA, then that's when I believe that the bull market is going to start again, and that's when we're going to see, our portfolios start to explode. So that's, sort of just the analysis I have on Bitcoin. I still don't think the bottom is in. Short term, I think yes, a shorter term rally is a rally to the upside is most definitely in need because we are so oversold. But I still think, medium term, long term, we are still going to see some more price action towards the downside. Now, taking a look at Ethereum, we have broken above some resistance levels, which I mentioned in yesterday's video as well. We did have this slight head and shoulders pattern here. We broke to the upside, got slight volume from the break to the upside, but I was waiting to see if we could break above this resistance level here, this white line here, because we have had previous resistance at this level, as you can see, and previous support at this level as well. So I wanted to break above here. We did break above here, and I said if we were to break above here, the likelihood, or it was very likely that we would come and test this level here. We came very, very close to that level, and as of right now, we are seeing that rejection. The indicators are, very, very overbought, so I am anticipating this slight pullback. Now, where the pullback will take us, if we can find support here on this white line here, then that would be great. We can come up, retest this level here, break that, use that support, and then come up to this more major previous support, which is now going to act as resistance. This level here is actually on the daily. We have used it as previous support and previous resistance, so that is a very, very key level to be looking out for. But yeah, we want to find support now. We want the indicators to reset, and we want Ethereum to find support either on this white line here or this this neckline here from the head and shoulders pattern. If we can find support, get a nice bounce, then I think the likelihood of it is we're going to come and test this level up here. Hopefully get a break. If we can break, as I said, find support and then come up to the approximate level of $1,400. So that's sort of my analysis, my shorter term analysis on Ethereum. The same story with Ethereum on the longer term. I think in the shorter term, we are going to see a little rally before we then see some more downside. I also want to bring the Nasdaq to your attention. This is a very, very important chart as of right now because we know that the Bitcoin chart and the Nasdaq chart is highly, highly correlated, and we are coming up to a major, major resistance level here. So this is the falling wedge that I've been talking about for a while. You can see lots of resistance at this level, lots of support at this support level as well. And if we do break this level here that we are testing as of right now, then my next target would be this resistance level up here. You can see previous resistance, previous support, and it's been respected very, very well previously. So that's the next level that I think the Nasdaq can get up to if we can break this resistance level here. If we can't break the resistance level, then I think we're going to see a rejection and then a pullback back down to the support. But if we can break above here, then the likelihood of it, is that the crypto market is going to see that relief rally as well. If we can break this resistance level here, then the next target I would have is all the way at the top at this resistance level here. You can see lots of resistance at this level here. So I think, that's a very realistic target. And if we come up to here, I think, that would bring us up to sort of the $22,500 level approximately for Bitcoin. And then as we start coming up here, if we do start coming up here, then I think, 25,000, 30K is pretty realistic for Bitcoin. But I want to see the Nasdaq break above this before I confirm to you that we are going to see that relief rally, because there is a lot of resistance coming in that I have showed you. So there is pretty high possibilities that we can get rejected still from those levels. But if we can break above here, I think a relief rally in the shorter term for the whole crypto market in general and the whole traditional market in general is, a pretty realistic thing that we are going to see. And, as I showed you at the start, the dominance is falling. I do anticipate the price to come, the percentage to come back down to around 40%. And from that level, if, what I anticipate, the price is going to come down a little bit further. If that does, then I think we're going to find support here and then potentially come up and test this resistance level as the price of Bitcoin does come down to my target of around $15,500. So that's sort of the analysis that I have and I want to bring to you. I am still sort of staying away from those altcoins because I do think, I know the dominance is coming down, but I do think there's more downside for Bitcoin. And I'm not going to start, heavily investing into altcoins until I'm confirmed that Bitcoin has had that bottom. And just to go over again, for me to sort of be happy that Bitcoin has found that bottom, I want to see the EMA and the SMA flip bearish, have consolidation. And then for me, when the lines start to converge again, where they start to get closer and it signals to me that there's going to be a potential flip, then that is when, I'm going to flip bullish again on Bitcoin. And, hopefully we can come down to this sort of $15,500 target, because then the buy orders that we have are going to be, filled. We can have that consolidation. And then, off we go to the races. We can have that bull market again. But yeah, time frame wise, I don't think that we are going to have that bull market until, maybe mid next year or even late next year. I think, it's going to take a lot of time for us to get back to where we were. This accumulation phase here is going to take a while. This consolidation period. So can we have an update on the 5K portfolio? Yes, we can. Let me just bring that up for you. I think it's on my other screen. Where is that? Yeah, that's here. So if I just drag that over here. So the 5K portfolio is in a nice profit as of right now, $470 in a profit as of right now. And the $500 portfolio is in a slight profit of $61. So we do have these portfolios to show you that, we are actually doing what we're saying. We are actually, investing into sort of what we believe is going to be, the best investments for the future. And as of right now, for me, just sticking to the safer assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and having a little bit of a cash reserve is the safest thing right now, because I do think there is more downside. And, if I start getting into altcoins now, and that downside, that $15,000 target does come in, we will get hit very, very hard on our altcoin portfolios. But, if we're dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, we can get as close to the bottom as, physically possible. Without sort of guesstimating, because you can never guess the bottom. If you do, it's probably a once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to do that. So dollar cost averaging is the best thing as of right now. So I do hope the price comes down a little bit lower, just so we can fill all of our orders. Then we get the accumulation, the consolidation period, and then we have that move to the upside. But as of right now, $474 in profit on the 500. On the $5,000 portfolio, and there's a $62 profit on the other portfolio. But yeah, not all of our orders have been hit as of right now. So, I'm expecting these portfolios to go into a slight loss, hit those buy orders, and then, consolidation, accumulation phase, and then, off to the races. So, hopefully that happens. But yeah, a nice little profit as of right now. We just to go over what I was saying in the portfolio video. Make sure you watch that if you haven't watched that, because it's going to be a series. It's going to be something that we are building up. So as of right now, we do have that safe hodl portfolio just in Bitcoin, Ethereum, have that cash reserve. If the price goes lower than expected, then we have a little bit of cash just to to dollar cost average our average position down even further. Then later on, when when I'm happy that Bitcoin's found that bottom, we're seeing some more upside. We've got some nice profit in our safe hodl portfolio. Then we can start moving sort of our profit to medium risk and high risk tokens. Ignore the tokens that are on here as of right now. They are just an example. They may change. Most of them will probably stay in there, but some of them may change. But yeah, we want to get into more risky a medium risk portfolio, and then eventually we'll sort of move to a higher risk portfolio. When we move to the medium risk and high risk portfolio, that's when we're going to start seeing, that portfolio absolutely explode. If we don't see another lunar case, but yeah, hopefully we can, hit those buy orders on the safe hodl portfolio, get all of our entries, get that consolidation, accumulation, and then, find that bottom. And then, we can start talking about moving into some altcoins, which is great. But again, I've been saying this so many times recently. I just need to stay away from altcoins as of right now, because I do think more downside is on the way. So yeah, short term, more price action towards the upside, but sort of medium term, I think we're going to see some more price action towards the downside. I know that previously people have been wanting me to keep an eye on CHZ and Altara, and as of right now, we are having a slight pullback. We did get that break to the upside of this major resistance level here, and that was a pretty good buying opportunity. We have seen from that break to the upside, we have seen a nice 10% pump to the upside. As of right now, we're getting that pullback because Bitcoin is having that pullback, Ethereum is having that pullback, and CHC is having that pullback as well. We did have a nice break to the upside, and again, that was close to a 7% move. We are getting that slight pullback as of right now because of Bitcoin again. So that's just to sort of give you an update on what's going on there. If we do come down to this level here, hopefully we can, find support on both of these, and then continue that momentum towards the upside. But for now, we are getting that slight pullback in the whole market. So I hope this video has given you a sort of an understanding of what is going on and what I think is going to go on in the shorter and medium term time frame. So if you enjoyed, please make sure you smash that like button. It does help us out a lot. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching.